you spoken with Chris Holmes?
I'm sorry?
Chris Holmes.
Chris Holmes. Have I spoken with Chris Holmes? Yes. I really can't say any more.
Have any of the victims or their families attended contact?
Not through me.
Can you repeat the statement again?
I can't comment on that. James is being held there. Oh, I'm not going to comment on the whereabouts of the family.
While you can't talk about the details of the relationship, can you please tell us whether James is or has been estranged from this family?
I'm not going to comment about that.
Can you comment about the family's reaction to seeing him in court today, his appearance, his demeanor? How did they feel about, what was their sense of him after they saw him?
You know, at some point in time, we might be able to discuss that, but at this point in time, I think the family would like their privacy respected and don't really want to talk about that. The statement? Sure, certainly. This statement is to clarify a statement made by ABC Media. I was awakened by a call from a reporter from ABC on July 20, about 5:45 a.m. I did not know anything about a shooting in Aurora at that time. He asked if I was Arlene Holmes and if my son was James Holmes, who lives in Aurora, Colorado. I answered, yes, you have the right person. I was referring to myself. I asked him to tell me why he was calling, and he told me about a shooting in Aurora. He asked for a comment. I told him I could not comment because I did not know if the person he was talking about was my son, and I would need to find out. Thanks very much, and I will be accessible if anyone has any further questions, but that's pretty much all I can comment on at the present time.
I had a mic interference.
I'm sorry? Yes, I've been asked to speak on behalf of the Holmes family. I do not represent James Holmes. Yes. It was someone through their church.
One last question. Will the family be seeking or requesting a psychiatric evaluation of their son?
I really can't comment on that at all. Yes. I can't comment on that, but the pastor there, I spoke with the pastor there, and it's amazing how much support they are getting from their church. It's a very good thing, I think. No, I'm not going to comment on that now. At this point in time, they really want their privacy respected. That may change, but at this moment in this time, they don't want to really talk about that. Okay? Thanks. Thank you, everybody.
All right, so there you have it. Lisa Damiani, she's a lawyer in Southern California, been practicing for 20 years, but she now represents the family of James Holmes, the accused killer in Aurora, Colorado, the 24-year-old student. Former student, he dropped out of a PhD program at the University of Colorado and is now accused of going into that movie theater Friday night and killing 12 people, wounding 58 others, shooting 70 people in total, the largest mass shooting in U.S. history. She came out to speak to reporters to clarify a very important point, a point involving James Holmes' mother, Arlene Holmes. There you see James Holmes with the red hair, dyed red hair in court today. She wanted to make it clear that when ABC News, someone from ABC News called on Friday to ask about James Holmes, and she uttered the words, "You have the right person," she was referring to the fact, this is Arlene Holmes, the mother, that the The ABC News person was speaking to the mother of James Holmes. She was not implying, not suggesting in any ways anything was wrong with James Holmes, that in fact she knew that James Holmes was involved in this incident at all, and the attorney now wanting to make it clear that the mother had no idea what was going on in Colorado, had no idea that her son was involved in anything along these lines. We've got a lot to digest. We're here in the Situation Room. I'm Wolf Blitzer. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll go to the scene. Our Casey Wyan is on the scene for us. Ed Lavandera is in Aurora. There are important developments happening in this case. Stay with us. You're in the Situation Room.